What is going on, guys? My name is Chaotic and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video here on my channel. Now in today's video I'm going to be answering the question, what happens in Buggy versus Phantom Wedge? Both vehicles of course have the ability to ram into vehicles and flip them, so which out of these two will come out on top and flip the other? And this in fact was a suggestion made by you guys on some of the previous challenge videos where I put the ramp buggy up against various different vehicles. And to quickly highlight those challenges, in ramp buggy versus tank, the ramp buggy is in fact successful at going under the tank and lifting it up, but unfortunately is destroyed in the process, making it 1-0 to the tank. In Ramp Buggy versus Bulldozer, the Ramp Buggy is also successful at going under the Bulldozer, despite the Bulldozer's bucket being lower down to the ground than the front of the Ramp Buggy. But then in Ramp Buggy versus Ramp Buggy, neither vehicle comes out on top, they simply hit each other and rebound. So let's get straight into things then and find out exactly what happens when the Ramp Buggy goes up against the Phantom Wedge. Now the reason why this should be an interesting challenge, because as you guys can see in the video right now, the front of the Phantom Wedge is in fact much lower down to the ground than the front of the Ramp Buggy. So the question is then, which out of these two vehicles comes out on top? And to be honest guys, my money straight away was actually on the Phantom Wedge. But as you guys can see, upon driving into the Phantom Wedge, the Ramp Buggy is somehow able to go under it, lift it up into the air, and flip it. So there we go, once again the Ramp Buggy is able to defy physics and somehow go under the Phantom Wedge, despite the front of it being much higher than the front of the Phantom Wedge. And you get the exact same result no matter whether the Phantom Wedge is stationary or moving towards you. And I'm sure it goes without saying, but no matter where you drive into the Phantom Wedge, whether it be straight on the side, or at the back, you'll go under it every single time. Now one thing very weird but interesting you can do with these two vehicles is very slowly drive both of them into each other like I'm doing right now, and once the front of the Ramp Buggy is around about a foot or so inside the wedge on the Phantom, you'll begin to notice they glitch out and it causes both vehicles to flip. And you'll also notice when you drive into the Phantom Wedge, normally it is very glitchy. And the reason for that, like I said, is because the front of the Phantom Wedge is much lower down than the front of the Ramp Buggy. But for some reason, the way the game is made is that the Ramp Buggy can flip any vehicle in game, and obviously it causes issues on the physics side of things. But either way you look at it, the Ramp Buggy is the vehicle that comes out on top, or should I say goes underneath, when it comes to driving these two vehicles into each other. So I guess you could say the Ramp Buggy is the better out of the two, but more often than not, it will flip itself in the process. So there we go then guys, that's exactly what happens when the Ramp Buggy goes up against the Phantom Wedge. Not quite the result that I was expecting at first, but there we go. I want you guys to leave a comment on this video and let me know your thoughts and feelings about this result. Were you guys expecting this to happen or not? So let me know, leave a comment right now. It would also be greatly appreciated if you guys could also drop a like on the video as well, as it helps me out a lot. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I recommend that you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.